Talk about T. Higgins, a division rival for the Ravens. So kind of
Dude, he's
affects
never he's
our.
never leaving Cincinnati, dude. He's every year it's where's T gonna go? Where's T gonna go? No, dude, they're not letting go of him. They are gonna find a way. They're gonna put this ship 1,200 feet under the water before they get rid of T Higgins or Jamar Chase. I don't know. This really wasn't much of a surprise to me.
Yeah, I
I
mean
seen
he's still
something
getting top
before.
five money, isn't he? For being
Yeah,
franchise tag.
it's so
Yeah.
the franchise tag is the average of like the top 5 contracts or something. So he's getting like 26 or something. It's something crazy. So they're talking about maybe working on or trying to work on an extension while he's on the tag. But I also seen something right before the stream started that there might be a tag and trade type situation here with this. So makes it a little easier for them to
Hmm.
move him maybe. Um, because they're gonna have to give Jamar Chase the bag. He's gonna get top wide receiver money this year. Dead ass.
Yeah.
He had the triple crown this year.
yeah,
Like
yeah, he just
dude
triple
was a
crowned.
monster. He's getting paid more than Justin Jefferson. He's getting paid. He's going to be the highest paid receiver in the league, and you can't have another guy right next to him that's getting paid damn near as much. It's no way that can work.
I mean, it seems like you can if you're the fucking Eagles. They're
Yeah, no
paying both of
shit.
them 72,000 or 72 million a year, or for
But
Yeah,
three
I think
years.
that they know that they're in like immediate contention. That like they could not take the deal from the Eagles and leave, and the Eagles still be contending for a Super Bowl. So I think they're like, I mean, I'll lose a little bit of money because there's the risk of going to win a Super Bowl is very very low. Like we're
yeah,
there. I think Higgins is like, dude, I'm a dog and I'm in shitty old Cincinnati, so give me my money.
yeah. I'm gonna
Um,
go somewhere else, and they're gonna give me probably fucking 20, 30 million more than what you're gonna give me.
yeah, I mean the Patriots or somebody like the Giants. Don't you know how much
Yeah,
money they get?
somebody
Yeah,
desperate for talent.
yeah,
So, and honestly, if this guy would have squeaked out to free agency, I wouldn't. I mean, if then the Debo Samuel thing didn't obviously go through, I would have seen the Commanders all over this to match him up with
yeah.
Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I mean, yeah, there's going to be teams probably calling to see if he's even available for trade. So we'll see what happens with that. I think it's good for the Bengals to keep that core together as long as possible. Obviously, it's got them success, so I don't blame them for trying to keep this guy around either. So, and to our last topic, Chris Godwin won't be tagged by the Bucks. Not surprising, really.
I think
Not
the
really worth what
ACL.
the tag is.
I think the ACL kind of just screwed him. The way he ended that season. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was having a pretty good
It
season. I
was.
think this guy will be the top wide receiver free agent because T Higgins just got tagged, so he's not going to be a free agent. Obviously, if Devontae Adams becomes a free agent, he'll take the top spot. But this is probably the top free agent wide receiver on the market. So I expect him to he probably won't stay with the Bucks if I had to guess. Someone's going to pay him
Yeah.
to be matched up. Like the Giants don't get Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, they'll probably pay a guy like this to line up next to Malik Neighbors, and they'll probably trade up at that point for Cam Ward. Like I see them trying to trade up. I think they'll be the most aggressive team to go up there and get Cam Ward.
When do
They
the Raiders pick? Are they six?
sixth pick,
Okay.
yeah. And I think Shador will fall to them. I think they're going to stick right there, and Shador's going to fall. I think Shador kind of hurt himself. Some interviews he rubs people the wrong way. He didn't throw, he didn't run, he didn't participate in any drills. Like I think a guy like Cam Ward that doesn't affect because he's the number one guy. But Shador, I feel like people are starting to get cold feet on Shador. I don't know. That's what I've been kind of hearing. Really.
Yeah. I think that's kind of always been my. I mean, just when you're Deion Sanders' son and you just kind of have that aura around you of just like I'm better than this, I'm bigger than this. That's just the vibe you get from him. Like I could
Yeah.
be reading you wrong. You could be a humble, down to earth guy, but that's just not what I see from you, and that's all I can. That's all I can work with. So I don't know. I wouldn't be too keen on giving the keys to my franchise to Shador right now.
Well, and then it's like it kind of feels like I don't want to sound like this, but it sounds like when fuck. Damn, I'm not fucking not the LeVar son. What's the first one? Lonzo. When Lonzo was coming in the league, and fucking LeVar was talking about, oh, he's the best. He's the best. He's gonna go to Lakers. He's gonna be better than LeBron. All this other shit. Like, I know Dion's not talking crazy like that, but it just reminds me of that situation because, like, if Shador starts shit in the bed, you know Dion's gonna start running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And do you really want that as the Raiders? That's a perennial shit franchise, or that's the Jets, a perennial shit franchise. The Giants, a perennial shit franchise. In the last decade, they've been shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's the thing with just the name. Like, it's just bigger than what it should be. He's a college prospect that has proven nothing in the NFL, and it almost seems like he just knows he's going to be great, and he could fucking be shit for all we know. So I don't know. That's kind of what turns me off about Shador. I don't know. I just don't like the whole thing that goes with it. He could be the greatest thing since sliced fucking bread, and I just still wouldn't. I don't know. I just don't like it personally. But Chris Godwin, we kind of got off a little bit there. V, how you feel about Chris Godwin? Where do you think he's going to go? You got any predictions of where he might go? Who's going to be interested?
I could see the Patriots being a big factor in this.
Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers.
Anybody with money, really, I can see being interested in Chris Godwin.
I don't know.
Honestly, even the Jets, like, get another guy next to Garrett Wilson. I know Devontae Adams was a big name next to him, but if you can get Chris Godwin for a good deal, I mean, that's a good number 2 to put next to Garrett Wilson. And Garrett Wilson knows at that point he is the guy. Like, that's what I want as the Jets to do. I want Garrett Wilson to be known. Like, you're the guy. That's why I want to pay him. I want to fucking do all that. So I can see the Jets being interested for a certain price. I'm just trying to think of teams that have young quarterbacks or something, and they're trying to put some talent around them. Maybe the Packers.
Maybe
need, yeah. I mean, maybe y'all go for a third receiver and y'all really stack it up. I mean, y'all got the money, so
Dude,
it'd be interesting.
I think it's not gonna happen, but Adams going back to the Packers would be kind of crazy because they need a one.
I think so. Yeah.
And I think he would love to go back there. So I don't know. That'd be crazy. That'd be a little interesting to see.
I think that can happen too.
His career has
also
been derailed.
Yeah. I mean, he's still a beast. He's still up there as easily a top 10 receiver. He could argue a top 5 receiver. He still put up 1,000 yards. I mean, he went off for the Jets, even though it wasn't in the result for wins. He went off. Like, there was a 200-yard game, multiple 2-touchdown games. I mean, dude was a beast. So
I think it's just
he still got it.
Yeah, from a winning standpoint, like you were in the NFC Championship, and then now you're on the Raiders with Derek Carr, and you're just jumping from team. So
I think he made a big mistake leaving the Packers. He should have stayed there all along.
Mm-hmm.
Really.